Hello there, this is Elias with the WP import team, and in this video we're going to export MetaBox custom fields to an Excel file using WP All Export. To get started guys, in this video we're going to select the post type we want to export, which in this case is this restaurants one, and we created this post type using MetaBox. And you can see here we have 1200 restaurants, right? And this is the exact number we have here, so this is a pretty good start, right? Now let's click on the Customize Export File button. And right here out of the box, we have these three fields. So if I preview, you can see we have some IDs, some titles, and some contents of some of the restaurants we're going to export. Now I have this 19th hole open up here, so you can see all of the data as we build our export file. So first, let me get rid of this ID because we don't need that. And then we're going to find the MetaBox fields we want to export in this right panel. Now, you can see we have a bunch of fields and they are pretty different, right? Let me just walk you through them really quick. So these are some simple text fields, so nothing too crazy here. Right here we have a couple of time fields. This one is a date picker, radio, checkbox, select. This one is another radio. A couple more simple text fields. This one is an image advanced field, and here we have a cloneable group with three subfields: customer name, comments, and review ratings, which are simple text, text area, and radio, right? So we're gonna get all of this exported, and what happens when you start dragging and dropping some stuff here, right, like so, is that all of the data, it's gonna start to show up in your preview, right? So let's just add all of these fields, and we can drag and drop one by one, of course. But if you want to just be done with all of them, you can just drag and drop this black letters one, right? And it will add all of the fields automatically, like so. So if we preview, you can see we have here all of our fields. Now guys, I'm gonna walk you through them real quick, right? These ones are the simple text ones, so they don't have anything too special. If you click on them, you will just find the regular options here. You can change the column name, you can change the field you want to export, you can return this value passing it through a PHP function that you can write right here, right? Or you can just build your own custom export field. So these are the standard functionalities, right, for every field. But if we open, say, this opening time one, right, we can see other options here. So let me preview here real quick, just so you can see. This opening time has this format, but we can change that if we wanted. Here we're just gonna use some PHP values for time formats. So I'm gonna say G and A and save, preview, and there you go, we have changed this time format. Now I'm gonna leave this as it is, but I'm gonna change this date format too, because like I said before, some of these fields have some like more special functionalities once you click on them. Now for the date, I'm gonna say D, comma, F, J, and Y. I'm gonna save, preview, and there you have it guys. We have changed our date format too. Now let's just change a couple of columns and be done with this, right? So this one's gonna be called name, I believe that's good. And this one's gonna be called description. All right, save, cool. Then the gallery, I want it right at the beginning of the file, and I believe the rest is good. So let me preview again, and here we have our gallery. And if you click on that gallery, you can change the return value, right? So maybe you want the file names or the media IDs, I don't know. All right, lastly guys, we have here our reviews, which remember is a clonable group. And also remember, we had three fields in that clonable group. We had customer name, we had comments, and we had ratings. Now, what's cool about this, it's that it's gonna export all of these subgroups you have on your post type, separating them with pipes. So you can see here Raymond O'Brien, right? He wrote this comment and he left this review rating. And if we go here to the 19th hole, on the reviews, you can see that this is true for the first group, and then for the second one we had Sally Morgan, and this is exactly what we have here, right? Now, if you wanted to maybe show this in a more orderly fashion, you can maybe enable this option that says display each repeated row in its own CSV line. Now let's save and preview. So you can see that now Raymond O'Brien is all alone in this cell. So is his comment and his rating. Now if we scroll down, we're going to find Sally Morgan, Kristen Ford, April Ward, and all of the other fake persons actually, that left these comments here in this restaurant. Now you will also notice that all of these cells are empty. So if we wanted to maybe populate those cells, we could enable this option that says fill in empty columns. And if enabled, each repeated row will appear as its own CSV line with all of the post info filled in for every column. Now, let's do that. Save, preview, and here is Raymond O'Brien. And if I scroll down, we can see Sally Morgan, but we will also see all of the other data, right? So that's pretty cool. Now, I believe this is pretty much good to go, so let's continue. And remember, guys, we came here to export MetaBox custom fields to an Excel file. So what we need to do here is choose our export type. Now, we have two options. We have a spreadsheet mode and XML, right? So in XML, you can choose simple XML or build your own custom XML feed, right? We have other videos for that. And here in spreadsheet, we have CSV and two Excel types. I'm going to choose this one, right? But you can choose whatever works for you. And again, guys, we have other videos and great documentation at wplImport.com about all of these topics. So if you want to know more, just go there and you will find all of the info you need. Now I'm going to continue with this export. And here, this is pretty much the last step, where we have the ability to schedule or export. And this is pretty neat because although WP Export makes this very simple, maybe you don't want to run this manually, right? So you can schedule this using this UI with the automatic scheduling. And this is a paid service, guys. It costs $9 a month. And you can select all of the days you want to run this on and set up some times. You can select multiple times if you want to. And WPL Export will run on this schedule. Now you can also use cron jobs if you maybe don't want to subscribe to the service, and cron jobs are free, so there's that option, but it's a little bit more technical. So if you want to know more about that, you can click on this link and you will be taken to our docs on that. Now all of this can be somewhat complex, so if you feel a little bit lost or maybe you're stuck at some point during your export, you can always contact our support team and we will be more than happy to help you out. Now guys, these other settings, I'm just gonna skip them because I believe they are pretty much self-explanatory, but if you read them and don't know what they do, you can hover on the question marks. And if even after that you don't quite know how they work, you can always, like I said before, contact our support team and we will help you out. Now let's confirm and run this. And this should be fairly quick, so let's just let it run for a few seconds. And there you go. All right, so here, guys, we can download our Excel file, right? So if I click on that button, it will download our file. Here we have also the bundle, and the bundle is basically a zip file containing all of our data and some settings, so you can import that with WPL import, right? Now, guys, here we have our data, and I believe it's looking very good. This is the name for restaurants. The description, the gallery is in the position we specified, right? Then we have the map address, street, country, state, city, neighborhood, opening time, closing times. And remember, guys, we changed the format only in this field, right? This one, we left it as it was. And then for the opening scenes, we also changed the date format here. And all of the other data, we just let it as it was, so that's good. Here we have our cloneable group too, and this one's looking very good. And well, there you have it, guys. Now, if you wanted to maybe schedule your export, even after you have run it, you can also do that here, right? You have the same options, and you can also connect this with Zapier, and we have a great video on how to do that here, if that's something that interests you. Now you can click on this link, and it will take you to the Zapier page where you can integrate WPL Export with all of these other apps, right? Now guys, I believe we have covered everything in this really quick video. But if you want to know more about how to import or export other Metabox fields, or if maybe you're using Jet Engine or ACF to handle that, you can also import and export that data with WPL import and WPL export. Just be sure to check out the other videos in your channel or go to our website at wplimport.com. For now, thank you for watching and see you next time.